Hello everyone, you're welcome to Relationship and High with Yetunde Mabel on Gold Joy TV. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about women. Someone asked the question that what do women really want in a relationship? So I decided that okay, we need to bring a woman here. I need to hear from her point of view. What do you really think women want in a relationship? And so after the short break, I'll be introducing my guest to you. You're welcome back. I love my guests to introduce themselves. So, can you introduce yourself?
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Tega Matthew, and it's good to be here.
Wow, good to have you here too. So, first things first, I think I would love to ask you this question, if you don't mind.
No problem.
Do you have a relationship?
Am I in a relationship?
Yeah. No. Okay. Okay, fine. But then, if you're going into a relationship, what do you really think you want out of that relationship?
Okay, I think let me just talk about women generally. I think it's all about our value system. What I want in a relationship, it might be obviously different from what you want. I might want a man that would maybe provide, a man that would be there for me, and you just want a man that maybe loves God, or a man that will be a good father. So I think our values differ. What I want is different from what you want.
But apart from you, what you want from a man, now from a relationship, a lot of people will tell you, I want to go into a relationship because I need a man that can take care of me, like you said. Yeah. I need someone that can support me. So I think I should come to a leveled ground, like what I can offer and what I would love the person to offer in that relationship.
Okay.
So I would love you to just give me, on a general note, what are the things you think a woman should look out for in a relationship?
Okay. Something that I always talk to my friends about, or my clients, or people I get to talk to about relationship is look out for a man that has a good heart. We don't have too many of those these days. Like very few. A good heart, like honestly has a good heart.
How do I know a man that has a good heart? A lot of people out there will come to you like, okay, I'm a good person. So how do I know a man that has a good heart?
Okay, I'm a Christian, so when it comes to things like that, I actually pray about it. But generally, there is a way somebody would act. It doesn't have to be in terms of relationship. How does he treat his friends? How does he treat people around him? How does he treat people that would benefit him? How does he treat people he would not benefit from? You understand? True. So the way you treat other people will reflect in a way the way you're going to treat someone you're in a relationship with.
Okay. So when you talk about you saying a man that has a good heart, the way he relates to people, I've seen some instances whereby a man treats other people quite well than he treats the person is in a relationship with. Let's give for example, you see some guys that when you are like in a friendship stage with them, when you guys are just friends, there's a way they can take a whole lot from you. The way you say it, the way you talk, they might not necessarily complain about it, though they might not be comfortable about it. But then when you're in a relationship, it becomes like, was this not the same person I was in a friendship with, and it was all sweet and nice? Now you complain about almost everything. So there's a way that I feel like sometimes, really, the way they treat other people out there might just be for this recognition, this social recognition, like I'll say. And it might not really come to the way they treat their wives at home.
Yeah, I think that is why we have the period of courtship. You get to know yourselves. So the period of courtship is not the time to be all emotional and allow your heart and your brain to just shut down. Like you have to be alert. You have to take note of the little things, the detailed things, because people can't really hide their behavior for long. Some can be really, really good at hiding, but there'll be something they do that should go like, there's something off about this person, unless you're not paying attention.
True. I always say something that there are some people that are of advantage, like people that will get to listen to God. Okay, what does God have to say about this person? I was telling you something before we started the program that God is the all-knowing. Sometimes he knows the person better than you do. Even though it might be so sweet now, he knows what would come. So you're able to tell me that a good heart is one of the things to look out for. What other thing do you think we should look out for?
You have to be sure that the person you want to get married to is good for your future, not just your present. The future is what you guys even see.
Okay.
The future is really important. So sometimes we just look at, okay, this is what I have right now. This is what I can accommodate right now. And we just go into a relationship on that level. We are not saying beyond now. But there's a life beyond now. When you get married, there are things that you might start doing then that you're not doing now. There are accomplishments you might have then that you don't have now. No. So this person you're in love with, this person you want to go into a relationship with, this person good for your future. Do you even know your future in the first place?
Exactly. I was going to say that it is very important that if you are trying to go into a relationship, it is very, very important that you understand your own purpose.
Sure.
Like you know what you want to do and where you're going to. That way you can bring somebody else along. Because if you are taking someone on a journey that you don't even know where the destination is, or you don't even know where you're going to, then there's a way that you can be touched around. Like this person can just say, okay, I'm going this way, and you'd follow. Doesn't that say I'm going this way and you just follow without even knowing anything. So seriously, like you said, if I need somebody for my future and not about my present, then I need to even understand what the future holds.
Sure.
Sometimes you don't know what it holds entirely, but there's a way that you just get to understand that this is what I want to be. This is who I want to become. This is the kind of person I need on this journey with me. And so they'll say, when you find your purpose, then you find the right person that suits that purpose. Sure. So before we continue, let's just go on a short break. Let's take water at least.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. You're welcome back. And so we're still on what women want in a relationship. And so we would identify two things: a man with a good heart and a man that you know that can work with your future and not just your present. So that takes me to something. There is this way that women lately will be talking about this feminism approach. Okay, so we want a man that can help us. I'm talking for women now, I'm not talking for myself.
Okay.
Help us in the kitchen, help us to do the basic things at home. Now, most women will likely want a man that will not just leave her to do everything in the house. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, for me, I think it's more of what works for you. What works for A might not work for B. Let me use myself as an example. My dad, super cook. Like, Popsy cooks a lot at home. He cooks, like, let's say 95% of the time.
Whoa.
And he loves doing it.
I don't think
he's an amazing dad. Sometimes he cleans. Sometimes he even washes the clothes. Sometimes he even washes my clothes. I'm serious. Growing up in a family like that, I told myself, my man, you have to be able to cook, you have to be able to wash, you have to be able to do a lot of things.
Like myself, that it is my mom that does all the cooking in the house. She cleans and everything will wash. My dad hardly entered the kitchen. So for me, I already have this mindset like a man shouldn't be found in the kitchen. So really.
So it's more like what works for you. The fact that the man doesn't enter the kitchen doesn't mean he's a bad person. I think you guys, it's important to get married to someone that has an open heart.
I think I should tell my people that the fact that the man doesn't enter the kitchen doesn't mean he's a bad man. Bad person rather. And the fact that he enters the kitchen always doesn't mean he's a good man.
There are some men that are good with food, but they are terrible.
Terrible lovers. Okay.
Yeah, so we need to be able to come to a compromise. You should get married to somebody that can meet you halfway. Not somebody that just feels that I'm perfect, I know it, or this is the way you should be, and that is the way you should
accept it. Not a rigid person.
So I think if a lady is coming and a guy is coming and they are to be in a relationship to get married, if they both can compromise, there will be no issues. Even if, for me, I had to come to a conclusion that, okay, fine. Even if he's not the cooking type, at least if he can join in the kitchen once in a while, it's fine. And it works for us. So you can't really say, because this is the way, it will be wrong for me to say, okay, because my dad cooks, my husband must cook. It's been really wrong. What if he grew up in a family where they don't cook? I would love for him to cook, but I'm not going to impose it on him.
It's okay to say that we don't have a particular pattern for marriage. Because what works for her might not work for B. So if you think your friend is in her husband's house and her husband helps her with the washing, with the cooking, and you expect that, mind you, the kind of person you are in a relationship with might not have that kind of mindset. It might be totally different from that kind of man. You know, when people say, oh, I am a feminist, please make sure you marry a feminist too. Seriously, it's very important. When you're a feminist, make sure you marry a feminist. That way, there will be peace. there won't be need for you struggling. Trust me, you don't have to explain everything to him. He understands what a feminist is, and he knows these are the things I should do as a feminist. So definitely, he will support you 100. Yeah. But please, when you are a feminist, I want to say that again, marry a feminist. It's very important.
Yes, then I have a friend, before he got married, he told me, he said, see, babe, the person I'm going to get married to, I've already told her, I will be cooking, no. He's a guy, like, I'll be cooking. Wow. I'll wash your clothes too, and I'll clean the house. That is the way I think a family should be raised. And the funny thing is he understands that. And the funny thing is, there are some ladies, they don't even want men to enter their kitchen. Leave my kitchen for me. This is my kitchen. You can do anything for my kitchen, you cannot enter.
You know, somebody said something like, let me not deceive you. Do you know what the person said? What women want before we started this recording? They said it is money. But really, let me be sincere. Yeah. To be sincere, I cannot deceive you. I'm just being sincere. I want my husband's money. So I can't lie. It's not like I won't have my own money. Really, I will. But at the same time, it's sweet.
It's sweet.
When you spend your husband's money.
It has a different feel. Yeah.
Thank you. But then that shouldn't be the only thing you want out of a relationship or marriage. Aside being a mother, having kids, there should be some way that you feel like, okay, I want to get into this relationship to have this, or be able to help this person to get this. You know, when most people talk about this Proverbs 31 women are like, oh, she's always doing this, that, and all of that. She actually sets goals, and she's always making sure that, oh, I work towards this thing. And her husband is being praised at the gate. Now, it's not like she's doing things for just herself now. She's doing things that helps both the husband, the children, and even herself. So if we are saying, as a lady, I want to go into a relationship, then you should be able to understand that it's not going to be just about you. Sure. It's not just going to be like, I want this. What about the other person too? Sure. What are you giving to that person? So can you just tell my people, let them know, what are the things you should give to a lady? But then, I don't want you to stress yourself. Let's take a break.
Okay, no problem.
So after the break, you're welcome back. And so we have limited time.
Okay.
But then just tell our ladies, what are the things do you think a lady should work towards giving? Now, this is not just about you, what you want and what you want to take, to give to.
Yeah, just like what you said, I was talking to a friend before I came here, and we came to a conclusion that relationship is about giving. It's not about you, it's about the other person. Relationships and marriages will be successful if the lady goes like, okay, what can I do to make my man happy? And the man too goes like, okay, what can I do to make my lady happy?
That's where there is balance.
There is balance. Men too are emotional beings. They need to be loved. It's not only ladies should give gifts all the time. Surprise your man.
Hey,
I'm a big fan.
Not boxers, so
like really save, make sense money, and buy him something good.
Oh my god!
Once in a while, call him and say, "Baby, I'm taking you out and pay the bills." Not his ATM.
I'm blushing for that man.
Your ATM, like your own ATM.
Wow.
Like it makes the men happy when they see that, okay, this woman is supporting me. Most times, ladies say, hey, "I want a man that can support me," but you are not willing to support the man in his own dreams. In what he does, what are you doing to push him? We want men that can push us. Push the man too. Make him be the best of himself.
Not just the woman that the only thing you do is calculate the money that has come in from the business. Okay, so we have very limited time. I wish you could take it on and on and on. So women too, the same way you need a man that will support your dreams is the same way you should be able to support his own dreams too. Sure. Buy him gifts like not boxers. Okay, be creative. Sometimes you could just do some eat out and pay for it and all of that. That's fine. Thank you so much. Tega. Am I right?
Yes.
I hope I called it right.
Yeah, you got it right.
So you don't come after the program. I didn't like the way you pronounce that. Okay. So guys, it's been a lovely time with my sweet guest. We're leaving now to come back next week with another interesting topic. Please make sure you are following us on every social media pages at GoJoy TV and on our YouTube page, youtube.com/GoJoy TV. Make sure you subscribe, share, comment, like. Please, these things are very important, and put on the post notification icon so you can get every of our content as to default. I remain your girl, Yetunde Mabel Olushui. Bye for now.